but we're ready to get this thing going. So good morning. Welcome to SAINTCON. And one of the things that I love to do when we kick this off is to see how many people are here for the first time. If you're here for the first time, raise your hand. There should be a lot of you this year. Yeah, well, welcome. It's quite the experience. The conference is its own crazy thing. But I want to just point out that the conference, the SAINTCON conference, first of all, I'm a little tired. It's been a long night and week. But so if I stammer, that's just normal. But this conference is made possible by the greatest community of volunteers and supporters. This is an all-volunteer organization. It's run by the Utah Saint organization, which is a nonprofit. And everybody, every single person that plans, works on this for months and months is all volunteer. And so we appreciate the people that get really deeply involved in the planning, but we also appreciate all of the different community members that bring their contests, their communities and events, and we'll have an opportunity to talk about that here in a few minutes. But this is now the list or the folks. This group keeps growing, but these are the folks that have been working on this conference for months and months. And so I want to just give them a little bit of recognition. Many of them are in the room, so if you give a round of applause to our planning committee, we'd appreciate that. If you enjoy this conference, it's directly related to this group right here. We also couldn't do something like this without organization support. And so we've got two of our sponsors that we call our platinum level or our Uber level sponsors, CompuNet and Valcom. They've got the gigantic booths downstairs and a lot of fun things for you to interact with, but we wanted to recognize them as our premier sponsors this year. And there's so many others. One of the things that we like to do with sponsors is try and keep them low key. It's not a sales conference. It's not a vendor conference per se, but we want to make sure that the best products and services and people that you generally work with are the ones that are here so that you can network, ask questions, get updates, get connected. And so we very much appreciate the involvement of our sponsors in this conference. And it's one of the reasons why we have nice things here at SAINTCON. So we thank them. One of the ways that you can interact with them is this morning or last night when you registered, you got a little clip-on item that goes onto your badge that has a QR code. We hope that you'll screw that onto your badge and then interact. What you're doing when you let a vendor scan your QR code is you're consenting to give them your contact information. We'll hand it to them at the end of the conference. It was what you registered with, which is pretty limited in general, but we'll send that to them if you let them scan that. But we as a security and privacy conference want to make sure that that's an informed consent thing. So you're the one that chooses to give your contact information out. We don't give it to them on your behalf. So there you go. One of the things that we do. I'm not sure what that is. One of the other crazy things that we've done this year is we keep letting the conference grow. How many of you were frustrated and had to finagle a ticket to get here this year? There should be a few hands in the room, but most of you, it was really easy until it got sold out. We have 1,850 people registered for the conference this year. It's exploding. We love that the community is growing and that there's more people getting involved and participating. But it's a big thing to deal with, and I'm not sure what that icon is at the bottom, but we'll figure that out. But I just wanted to take a minute. In fact, these folks probably aren't even in the room, but they're handling registration. This is Jolene and Seth, who run our registration system. They've done an amazing job of getting you all checked in a short period of time. There's an army of volunteers that have helped them, and we appreciate that. How many of you were here for trainings yesterday? Should be quite a few of you. It's something that we're continuing to expand and make sure that are available. And our goal here is to provide low-cost, local training on interesting or important topics that you can come in. You get to come a day early and spend all day training, but we appreciate Bryce and Chris and their efforts in providing those. And then we're going to come to the badge for just a minute. The badge this year, there's actually a whole badge team this year, and they have done something this year that is absolutely amazing. They've taken it to a different planetary level of things. With that comes a few challenges, and so there's a couple of things that you're going to have to figure out and experiment with. Your badges are the way to interact with each other to some degree at the conference and such. I would have had, not sure what that is. I would have had Mike come up here, but literally that poor guy, we gave him the morning off. Not that we had to actually do that. Oh, is he? So he's down at Badge Life, which is great, but he's not up here to introduce the badge, so I have that wonderful opportunity. So a little bit more about the badge and some of the things that he wanted to make sure were communicated, and I'm just going to read them off. First of all, the badge game and the way that you're interacting with this year is you are joining a resistance. There's a comic book that was handed to you during registration that gives you a little bit of a backstory and some other things about what we're trying to accomplish here. The badge game will start after the keynote today, or maybe a little bit later. It just kind of depends on a couple of things. We're still ironing out the last kinks there. But ClippyNet control towers are all over the conference. Maybe you've seen one or two. They're these big white monstrosity things. And the goal is to battle Clippy with your badge. And so that badge interacts with those towers and other places. The towers will come online at during different parts of the week. So there's some that are online already or will be at the end of the keynote. Each tower has unique challenges embedded into that, and they must be completed to disable its defenses and make it vulnerable to attack with your badge. And so that's a hint on how you interact with those. You gain experience points by battling and leveling up in communities. So if you go learn lockpicking or you go interact with RFID and some of these other places, that's how you gain the experience points, and you gain coins by participating in battles. Coins can be spent at the Badge Life vending machines, and there are power-up mini badges available in those machines to make your life easier, similar to what we did last year, but a little bit different. ClippyNet towers are considered evil. They are not meant to be opened, disassembled, or broken. However, we encourage you to deface them. You can put stickers on them. You can write on them. You can do other things in a non-destructive and non-offensive way, please. And as always, the badge network, the tower infrastructure, and other things related to the BadgeNet game are out of bounds. Hacking your personal badge is encouraged. In fact, you're going to find a custom thing that makes it cool for you. Method of hooking up the wires and other things, but no hacking of the infrastructure. Basically, the mindset you should have is if it disrupts any future attendees' opportunity to interact with it, then you shouldn't be doing those things. And the last thing to mention about the badge here is right hand, left hand. Some of you are left-handed, and so there is a way to flip the badge around and give you the right power-ups, slots, and other things. All you have to do is see them at Badge Life downstairs if you're a lefty, and they'll hook you up with the right things to make it left. Okay, next, Wi-Fi. When you try and stick almost 2,000 people in a room and have good Wi-Fi, it sometimes becomes a challenge. One of the things that we're asking you to do this year is only use 5 gigahertz if you're as much as possible. Don't spin up 2.4 gigahertz wireless access points and other things if you can absolutely avoid it. The reason for that is because many of the critical services like the BadgeNet and other things are running in the 2.4 gigahertz space this year. One of the other things that we've put in our lessons learned document to resolve in future years, but I'm going to mention here, is that many of you are coming back and your devices, you're bringing the same devices you had last year, your phones, your Macs, other things that probably have the SAINTCON network saved in them. But with the upgrades that they've made in the infrastructure, sometimes you're having problems on some of those devices connecting to the SSID SAINTCON. It's best to forget that network completely and then re-add it with the Wi-Fi credentials and things, and it should work. We've noticed that as one of the issues. Mini badges. I'm going to mention those real quick as well. We're expecting 250 to 300 unique mini badges that many of you all are bringing to the conference. What's that? Or 800. We don't know what to expect anymore. If you're bringing a mini badge, raise your hand. Okay, come find me afterwards. No, I'm kind of teasing. But mini badges are kind of a thing that we do here at SAINTCON. If you're new to SAINTCON, you're going to find out what mini badges are all about, and I encourage you to do so. But there is now a mini badge trading area downstairs to make it a little bit more convenient. For those of you that have mini badges you want to trade or hand out, I encourage you to put your name on a sign and the time when you're going to be there. And for those of you that are collectors of mini badges, go look at that sign, and the person that you're trying to collect the badges from will probably be there at that time, maybe. So you just get to figure that part out. Last couple of things before I pass this off to a couple of other folks. We want you to join the community and our conversations and the things that we're talking about as a cybersecurity and IT professionals group. And Discord is our current method for interaction. And so if you haven't joined Discord and interacted with us, this is the URL that you can do that. All of the troubleshooting and the support and other things for the conference happen in Discord. That's where you'll be encouraged to go. But at the same time, this community is very active and alive all year long. And this is where some of the best and brightest IT security professionals from around now the world are hanging out. And so you can ask questions and get information and help on certain things that you might be dealing with in your work situations or personally. So come and join that conversation and join our community there. It's vibrant. One of the last couple of things, again, snacks and sodas. For those of you that purchased food tickets, and well, for those of you that weren't able to because we ran out, logistically, it's super hard to provide food to a conference this big. And so we only had a certain number of tickets. You should have a food pass that lets you eat food here. The rest of you, as much as we would love to facilitate everybody, it's just not feasible in a venue like this. But there are tons of restaurants down here on this main street that you can go across the street and grab something pretty quickly. But that's also why we have an hour and a half for lunch. We want to let you network a lot, but also give you ample opportunity to leave the venue for those of you that need to find food and get back and enjoy all of the things that we're doing. But as it pertains to snacks and sodas, you'll notice, for those of you, especially first-timers, that there are refrigerators full of sodas out there. We encourage you to drink what you need to drink in order to stay awake, alive, and hydrated, but don't pack up all of the sodas. We get charged for every single one of those, and we want to continue to make free sodas available at this conference forever. And so take what you need and what you'll drink, and we encourage you to do so. And then the snacks that are available in the afternoons for breaks are open for everybody. It's not just people with food tickets. And so next, what I'd love to do is invite our contest communities and events folks up to briefly talk about contests, communities, and events. So welcome Zodiac, Zevlag, and Odie.
Okay, I'm Zodiac, and I work with Zevlag. We do contests and communities. I mostly do the communities downstairs and now on the third floor. Who here has had a good experience at a community at SAINTCON? It's always like, I do this because I love the crap out of the communities. They're tons of fun. You learn a ton, and the people that run them are amazing. This year, we're bringing back a whole bunch of them. We don't have time to do really long intros here, so I'm going to list off the names. If one of these names sounds interesting, go to the website. There's information, there's details. If you don't hear these and you're not sure, wander around downstairs, talk to people. Like I said, we've expanded on the third floor a little bit with some of the communities. But yeah, we've got AI community. Go and learn a little bit about some of your AI. We've got AppSec. Learn how to secure your apps by breaking theirs. Badge Life. This is kind of outside of my purview a little bit, but it says community in it, so they kind of put it under me at the side. They will do all things badge for you downstairs. We've got Blue Team community. Go downstairs and learn a little bit more about the blue. Everyone says red is sexy, but blue is cool too. Hardware hacking, go downstairs. That's where all the soldering irons are. These mini badges Troy's talking about, you're going to want to go put those together. Healthcare hacking, go and learn about some of the healthcare devices and how to help make those secure, but also how to pick them apart. Industrial devices, Internet of Things. This is go and learn how to break those. Yes, they chose idiot on purpose. Lockpick community, it's a staple of a lot of cons, and we have an awesome group here doing it with a lot of changes this year, so worth investing some time. RFID and NFC, put on by none other than Iceman and Woody. Yes, that Iceman. He is here, and he will teach you how to do whatever you want with RFID and NFC.
And he has flipper phone.
He has flipper firmwares, apparently. Social engineering. This is one we're bringing in this year, put on by Snowfensive, same people that do DEF CON social engineering community. I'm going to do a little plug here for them. Today, there is they're doing a workshop that is free, that is OSINT and social engineering, how to do better with those. You do have to sign up, check the website, but then they will be doing calls on tomorrow afternoon and Thursday. And to do the calls, you have to attend the workshop today. So go to the website and sign up for that. Space community, learn a little bit about hacking satellites and other things. Tamper evident, see if you can bypass some tamper protections and see if you can get through. There is a contest associated with that too. The Keep is going, and it's the coolest game you ever played to learn how to hack. Briefs is quick talks upstairs. Again, go to the website and sign up for that one there. That's quick lightning talks, or just go hang out and listen to some talks. Vend is a new one that is a way to get virtual machines, either images or cloud-hosted virtual machines that you can use throughout the conference for shenanigans and fun. Leadership is to help train the leaders of tomorrow, or just for leaders of today to hang out. Education security is up on the 3rd floor, and that's a place for Utah Saint has some pretty deep education roots. And this is a nod to some of the uniqueness of the education constraints dealing with young kids and how to secure them and keep them safe. They have a lot of presentation and stuff, and a good place to go interact with them. Women in Cyber Advocates has ways to, all right, this is a long list. I'm sorry.
There's a lot.
There's a lot, and it's awesome. There's 20 communities this year, and go spend time with all of them. All of them have mini badges, and all of them will do it. Anyway, Women in Cyber and Advocates is a way to go and learn to be a little bit nicer to those that may be underrepresented, and how you can help them feel more comfortable and be more successful, and things that we can do to be better citizens and better humans in general. Ham radio is go and learn about ham radio, and they're doing a lot of SDR, not just ham radio license, but all things SDR and a lot of things like that. That's going to be a pretty awesome one. It's new this year. They will be doing license exams if you want to do that. So if you are prepped and ready to go to get a new ham license, let's talk to them and get that going. Last one I've got is Home Labs community. All of us do this because we have passion, and that probably means we have things at home that are doing things they were not designed to do. But it's cool because we can track it and we can make it better. We can play InfoSec, and that's what that's all about. So anyway, go look at the websites. That was a lot of just word salad, but it's cool stuff. Go to the website, get the information, and engage with these communities because they're awesome. And thank you for coming, and thanks for making the communities here awesome.
So there are a lot of awesome communities, and you guys are going to come down, you're going to interact with them, and you're going to learn and show your skills. But we'd love for you to step it up and compete. Compete against your peers, compete against those that say, hey, I want to excel. And so we bring a lot of contests to SAINTCON. They're a great way for you to learn as a beginner. They're also a great way for you to walk away with a little bit of a swagger and a status that, hey, I won this contest at SAINTCON. So going down the list, AppSec community is hosting a challenge that is awesome about securing and defending our web apps in general and other security and pipelines. So visit the AppSec community and engage in their challenge. CTF Blue Team style. You've seen Hackers Challenge at SAINTCON. We'll talk about it in a second. But we have brought in a CTF that is focusing on blue team and defense. So check out the CTF Blue Team style down on the first floor. LAN cable contest, a little bit of fun for us IT people that have grown up from sysadmins and get to race and show your speed with which you can build a Cat5 cable.
If you have 10 minutes to complete a contest, that's the one to do because you can do the entire contest beginning to end in 5 minutes.
It's a lot of fun. And you can see if you can beat Troy's score. Hammerneedle Fox Hunt. If you've ever done a fox hunt, you want to learn about triangulating and racing down transceivers, visit them and they'll have some equipment to loan and give you some basics. So you've been hacked. A new contest this year. We're expanding and deepening our blue team roots. And so this is a premier contest where you join up as a team and you are given a laptop and a scenario and you have to dig into it and explore what happens once you've been hacked. And so they are taking signups today and the contest will start tomorrow. So if you're interested in a blue team contest, please visit them today and get signed up. Temp Evident Challenge. This is a long-standing contest we've had. You're given up. They have both a beginner and an advanced level. Visit them and see what they've stepped up to. It's big down there and it's awesome. The Vault is back to its roots and some new fun complexities. So physical intrusion and escape challenge. You'll get to see what they're doing down there. Go visit them. They've introduced a spectator mode, so you'll get to also enjoy that again. And then once again, Hackers Challenge will go live today. This is our premier challenge that offers Black Badge to SAINTCON, and it will open up registration at 10:30, and the game begins at noon. Enjoy the contests. Odie.
All right, last up we have events, another fun way to get engaged with the community here. We know that 8 hours in this conference center isn't enough, so events will help you span both things to do here during the day and things to do after hours. We kicked it off last night with a great LAN party over at the Hyatt. We will have additional events going on at the Hyatt after hours this week for Hack in the Box. We also have family night later this week, so definitely come check out some of those events. During the day, we've got some fan favorites returning. Job fair, come network if you're looking for a job, if you're looking to hire people. It's a great place. There's a great community here. Reach out, meet people, come check that out. We've got our tinfoil hat talks, maybe. I think I heard somebody say something. I'm not, did you guys know what it is? It's definitely a conspiracy, so check it out. New or returning this year, first time last year, is our golf club. If you have a few minutes, I highly recommend this. I did it last year. It was really fun. Just grab some friends, go play mini golf throughout the conference center. New this year, tying in with a community and a contest, we have Application Security Jeopardy. So get a team together, come sign up and battle against some other teams and see if you can be the winner. Definitely go to the website for more details on all of the events, when they're happening, and how you can get connected and involved with them.
And I'm going to say, just to close out all the contest communities events, this exists for you, but this exists so that you can meet the person next to you. If you're at a community, if you're at a contest or an event and you're alone, you're doing it wrong. Turn to the person next to you. Hi, I'm Zodiac. What's your name? And then start a friendship, because that's what makes SAINTCON awesome, is the friendships. So don't hesitate to reach out and turn to the person next to you and introduce yourself, talk to them, and get to know them. That's why all of this exists, for friendships.
All right. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. All right. Next up, we're going to talk about keynotes. This year, we've got probably one of the most epic lineups of keynotes that we've ever had. We've got this week Dave Kennedy, Jack Reisider, and Amanda Berlin coming to speak to us.